What was he writing? I think there's a long answer and a short answer to that question. What was he writing? I really think that the answer has to be mercy. There's a story in the Bible where Jesus has people come bringing a woman to them to test it. The woman was caught in adultery, and they wanted to see what Jesus would do. If Jesus said that we needed to condemn her to the law of Moses, which was to be stoned for committing adultery, then they would get mad at him and they would call him a murderer. Also, if Jesus said that she was innocent and to do nothing, then they would say that he wasn't following the laws of Moses. And so they're just looking to catch him in a trap. So Jesus does what I think we should honestly expect him to do right now, which is the unexpected. Instead of answering their question, he leans down and he starts writing in the dirt. And they continue to bother him and ask him what to do, and so he stands up and he delivers what's probably one of the most famous lines in the Bible, where he says, "Let whichever one of you is without sin cast the first stone at her." Now, I would like to think that those words probably had a huge, profound effect on these people, and I would like to think that it really caused them to think about their lives, the choices they have made, and the things they've done. But honestly, I bet it probably confused them. It probably gave Jesus time to finish writing whatever it was he was writing, and it probably gave them a chance to look, and maybe they just needed to see what he was writing, or maybe they were waiting for somebody to make the first move. Either way, one by one, they all left until it was just Jesus and the woman that was caught in adultery. And so Jesus looks up at her and he says, "Did none of them condemn you?" And she said, "No, sir, they did not." And so he replies to her and says, "Well, then neither do I." Now, the next part of the story is, I think what's honestly the best part, the biggest part, is that Jesus then invites her to go off in mercy. Jesus says, "Then go away, and from now on, sin no more." Jesus invites her to live the life of mercy, to live her new forgiveness. And he's doing the same things for us, and I think we experience those things in our lives all the time. For example, for me, I remember I was taking a flight home one day. I got to the airport late, and I was driving home, and I was speeding, and I got caught by a police officer, and he pulled me over. And when he pulled me over, he said, "Do you know how fast you're going?" And the first thing I said was, "Yes, sir, I'm sorry. I know exactly how fast I was going. I was going this speed." And I think he was shocked, because usually that's probably the opposite of what a police officer hears. And he could have given me the ticket, but he let me off with a warning. And then he told me to go home. But he said, "Go home, obey the speed limit. I want you to go home, and I want you to be safe." See, it would have been really easy for him to give me that ticket, and it would have been right for him to do it too, because I was wrong. But instead, he acted out of mercy. See, Jesus in this story teaches us to lead with mercy. And that's the same thing that the police officer did for me. And this being the year of mercy, what a wonderful time it is for me and for all of us to live out that idea, to live out that lesson of mercy. I also think it's important for us to put ourselves in the shoes of the woman that was caught in adultery. I think it's important for us to put ourselves in her shoes, because Jesus forgave her, and just as he forgave her, he's forgiving us. And Scripture tells us that his mercies are new every single day. And today is a wonderful day to embrace that mercy. Today is a wonderful day to accept that mercy, to accept his love. So what was Jesus writing in the dirt? I really think that the answer had to be mercy, and I really think he was thinking of you when he wrote it. So today I want you to take some time to reflect on what it means for God to be merciful, and how patient God is with you, and how many times he gives you mercy. And then I want you to ask yourself this one question: where can I be more merciful to somebody today, and where can I show somebody God's love?